let you in, even though you're a legislator?
I even, you know, I don't like to play that card, but he didn't seem to care, and he basically told me that the judge said I had no standing. So I said, even as an elected official with a constituent inside, you're denying me access to the proceedings.
You are?
I'm Assemblyman John Moore from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, okay.
So I was at the refuge.
You came all the way up here from Las Vegas?
I've been up here for several days. I was at the refuge along with others yesterday trying to get this negotiated out to a peaceful, so that no one else would get hurt.
And they said you don't have any representation with anybody in there?
I have no standing, was what it was said to me.
And they were, the fact that you're from Nevada rather than Oregon, is that?
That's how I took it. Yeah, that's how I took it. And we have a constituent in there as well, and that was the point of us coming up here. And also that a promise was made to them that we would be here with them every step of the way to try and help them and along this procedure and try and so that they don't get in any further things bad.
Kind of like that National Geographic show, Locked Up Abroad.
Exactly. And because I can only imagine how they, you know.
Oregon is abroad if you're from Nevada. So
oh yeah. But this has been an interesting experience to say the least.
Is that the blonde lady? I'm sorry, her name.
Assemblywoman Fiore.
Yeah, did she come with you then?
Oh yeah.
So did she get inside?
She is inside. Okay. A gracious lady, a gracious person, gave up her spot and allowed her to go in.
Oh.
So they said there was no room. However, after they stopped letting people in, and I asked for access to get in and explain that, you know, I'm an elected official. We have, along with Assemblywoman Michele, we have a constituent in there. A lady from the press came up and basically begged the marshal to let them in and use the, well, this is the power of the press type thing, and let her in. And
so it was just one of the people out there in that front office that she.
No, it was the marshal at the door.
The marshal at the door.
At the entrance to the courtroom. So, and I understand if there's not room, I get it, but I have a constituent in there, and a promise was made to him, and now due to the government denying me access to the court proceedings, denying the public access to the proceedings, that promise now has not been kept. And that's not right, and I can only imagine how they feel in there. Thank goodness that Assemblywoman Fiore is in there and was allowed to be in there. She's not going to be able to say anything, but just the fact that they were promised that we would be there and that we would be in solidarity with everyone.
Of course. I mean, and if it was switched around, if say I was in trouble in another state, it would make me feel, well, I wouldn't expect anybody from the state to do it,
Absolutely.
But at least just to have the moral support that
Absolutely.
You're not, going to be thrown away and have the key locked.
And I agree with you. You know, if I were in trouble somewhere, I would certainly feel a lot better if somebody that I knew from my own state was there to try and.
Well, I think it's great that you guys did. I heard about her and I didn't realize there was going to be anybody else. But I mean, that's important.
Yeah, this has been an interesting experience. This whole thing. You know, we came up here several days ago, and there's been a lot of things that have gone on that have just been highly suspect. And we'll get into that later on down the road, but a lot of things that have gone on as soon as we entered into this state. It was well brought to our attention that we are not welcome here, as far as by the authorities.
Was this after Cliven came in, or was this?
We were here when he was arrested at the airport.
Okay. So you were kind of
We were en route to pick him up at the airport.
Really? Okay.
And when we got word of what went down with that, we immediately went back to Burns because we knew what we were doing, but our job in this, if you will, was we were meeting with to pick Cliven up at the airport and bring him to the hotel and that sort of thing. And then when he was arrested, we knew then that there was nothing we could do with that. So we turned around and went back down to Burns and tried to get the whole negotiated. At that time, then Michele had already gotten involved with the negotiating directly with the folks in the refuge.
That's where I had seen her is hearing about her.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that was all live streamed, and we had that playing in the vehicle that we were in.
Okay.
So we were and plus we were on the phone with everyone at the same time. So everything was coordinated. We knew what we were doing. As far as to try and help, because the whole point and my only motivation is just so that no one gets hurt here. These folks have been denied proper due process, in my opinion, through the years and through the court system. That's what's got us to this point.
Well, what's scary to me is this is happening in my own state and in my own country, and this is the kind of things that you usually hear about in other countries.
Yeah. I'm just here to try and. What happened to Mr. Finicum that solidified my resolve to make sure that doesn't happen to anyone else. In my opinion, and the video that I saw, and after speaking with people that were with him at that moment, it was murder. He was murdered. Man was trying to surrender. Oh, but he was reaching for a weapon. Okay. No, he wasn't. The man. It was clear that they were being fired upon. They were ambushed. They were being fired upon at that time, and he was trying to draw fire away from the women that were in the vehicle at the time. Because there was a 19-year-old woman, a girl.
Right.
Just
that was
all
the
her.
One when you had said.
Right. All she was wanting to do was just go to Lex County and sing. She had nothing to do with this. But yet, the state police and others chose to place her life, as well as the rest, in direct peril.